Hello everybody, welcome to Castlevania 64. We are going to play through with Reinhardt on normal difficulty. I know there's more endings for the other difficulty that pops up afterward, and that you can unlock more characters, I believe, but it's been a while since I've actually even looked at this game. Unfortunately, it has never gotten a re-release, but hopefully someday, because the 3D Castlevanias, I like them a lot, especially the older ones like this one and the
province of Wallachia.
Legacy of Darkness, I believe it is, LOD.
No one foresees the return of ancient horrors.
On my screen, the text is jittering, but on the recording, it doesn't look like it is.
Soon, the land will again be plunged into darkness. The people have returned to the path of wickedness, and the bonds that seal their evil ruler's spirit are weakening. Reinhard Schneider, heir to the ancient Belmont clan of vampire hunters. His blood dooms him to oppose the might of Count Dracula, wielding the holy
I like how they infer that being part of the bloodline makes you not only just like have this good legacy, but you're doomed. You're doomed to fight him. That's it. This is a bad thing. Saving humanity, bad. Absolutely bad. So we start off in this forest, and if you go fast enough, you can actually get hit by the tree. You get a little bit of speed if you jump. So if you get hit by that tree, it even can hurt you while it's laying down on its side. And I believe it might be a easy mode only thing, but there is a chicken inside of the wall or something. But I believe it's only there on easy. This game is notoriously hard for the jumping, especially toward the end of the game. There's one jump that is nearly impossible. I am 100% using an emulator because I am definitely going to be using save states at that point and hopefully nothing else. Hopefully everything else I won't need to, but I won't shy away from it in terms of not wanting to waste everybody's time because I want to remember playing this. It's been a very long time. And I'm going to be trying to do my best here. So you saw the power-up thing I picked up. There's you can pick up 3 of those to increase your power. And there's going to be a giant skeleton boss. You might see on the bottom left it says normal view as well. You can also change it to battle view automatically when you go into a fight. Boss view, rather, sorry. And I believe there's a different view, but this game does not shy away from just throwing you right into the first boss fight. Because here we are at the very beginning of the game. We have barely even done anything. We kill 3 skeletons and then have a boss fight. They really just want to get you right into it. It's not a hard boss fight, but if you're not expecting it, it would make it so that way you're a little unprepared. And if I pick up this power-up, I should be able to do more damage. You'll see that the whip changes color as well as you get more of them. Yeah, he just ran over me. Oh, and he can hurt the other skeletons too. And every time that you hurt him too, or he staggers, he stumbles a little bit. This is about the only part that I actually went back and played a little bit just to make sure that my settings were all right. I was just running without doing anything. That was weird. And he's finished. Alright, so he's gonna jump into the water. And it's actually going to have this platform that spawns, and you can jump onto it. If you fall too far, it does have fall damage. That's the only reason I was a little wary about just jumping. And then probably one of the not-so-great aspects of this area, infinitely spawning enemies, which is usually fine for being able to collect things, but for the most part, this is just annoying. So there is a save point here on the left, but we want to go to the right. So I'm going to do that first before going the other way. And I always thought this was like an interesting area because it's like kind of like little tombs or something. The frame rate's tanking a little bit. But there is a way to climb on top of this. I think it's just I forget where. I thought it was over here. Oh, it might be actually jumping from here onto this middle one. Yeah, there we go. Because there's little things like that where the jumps are just really long. And I think now we can jump. Yeah, there. You can actually see that it adds more speed as you're in the air, so that's why little hops are faster than just walking. So I'm actually going to see if I can do this real quick. Drop a save state. Because I want to see if I could do this. You get attacked by little things here, but once you pull that lever, I believe a boss spawns, or that might be the next part. But either way, those will go down, and then it becomes much harder to climb back up just because the climbing mechanics isn't perfect in this game. You basically jump next to the side of a platform, and then you can pull yourself up. It's fine for the time, but we have definitely improved it since then. Ah, there he is. Not the section I thought it was, but definitely a section. I did not expect to two-shot him. Another power-up. And it actually is not letting me pick it up, so I am max power. It looks like it was 2, not 3. But there's a different section where you pull that and those go down, and then you have to jump up the other side, and that's the one I was expecting that to be. And on that part, you can actually just jump across quickly without having to wait. So we have to go back the way we came, because this is just a, like a window with caged bars on it, so you could see the next area, but like a little, I wouldn't even say foreshadowing, just like a little preview. I don't know all the secrets to this game, but I just remember whatever little things I remember from back then. I was very young when this was a thing, so... Oh, come on. Because what I can tell you is that most of these aren't worth going into just for the, there's coffins inside of them. And you can break them open. For the most part, they have nothing, but sometimes they'll have something. Those, exploding ones hurt a lot. But, this cross is definitely the weapon that I want. I kind of just wanted to explode and leave me alone. Okay, he did hurt me. Just hope I didn't wait too long for this to disappear. It is not following what I'm doing. Yeah, he's just kind of jumping around on his own. That's weird. Now he's refusing to jump. He's refusing to pick this up. I don't know why we're refusing to pick this up. Okay, there we go. That's weird. Yeah, there's also a roast chicken inside of that. Okay, so this is another spot that I actually tried the other day. Was that save state? That was the right menus. So there is this here, and you can actually jump all the way across this, so let's see if I could get this first try. There we go. Alright, so you can get all the way across there without having to climb all the way down and climbing all the way back up. You will have to climb back up the other side as far as I know. I don't think there's a good spot to jump off of, but I am really surprised I got that first try. That'll save us a lot of time. And especially a lot of... Oh, I picked up holy water. I wanted to keep the cross. Actually, I'll keep the cross. Because these jumps, like, if you don't jump right against it, like, I had to move closer to that to hold on. And it just takes forever to climb up these. Yeah, I don't want that. So there's a couple little things like the 2D Castlevanias, like, it would drop the power-up that you just put down on the ground. In this one, you just change. A little vampire guy? A werewolf, rather. Oh, come on. And I forget... I know vampirism is a status effect in this game, but I don't know. Seriously? I was closer to the chicken. Whatever. Not a perfect game. There's more roast chicken. Can't break that. Alright, let's see. Now, I don't exactly remember where to go, since that beginning section is basically where I was testing. And this is what I don't get. Like, he just ran off without me pressing anything. It's not going to be helpful on some of these platforms. Let me check something real quick, though. One sec. Okay. There. Want to get him out of the way before I do that. Now, if I'm not mistaken... Okay, stop locking onto them. trying to look this way because there's a special jewel here. They could jump huge distance. Yeah, there is an invisible platform there as well to get there. I forget if this is just the other side of the direction I didn't go originally. Because there is something blocking that direction. This is much better on a normal... I'm using an Xbox controller, but much better than the original controllers. Dodging all these guys. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in these. Oh, look at that. I was wrong. Although what I meant was that I don't think that there's any switches or levers or anything. This game always made me wonder how hard it would be to implement like a whip mechanic into a game. Because this one seems to simplify it by always having the same motion, but then it just attacks a different point. Like, the animation doesn't seem to change a whole lot except for where it goes, but then the pattern where it is just seems like a trail. So it doesn't seem like it'd be terribly hard, but definitely some work. A lot of the things work like, if it used to be difficult, now it's not. I wonder if I went the wrong way by jumping all the way across. But we'll save. Only putting the coffins on the second story. So this is why I didn't bother checking most of the ones at the beginning, because they just, for the most part, they're empty. There's a sun card. Because it looks like I went the wrong way. I don't think I can go anywhere over here yet. I didn't pull any of the levers on the previous part. Let's skip to when I'm back there. I just climbed down to the bottom where I jumped across, and this was the lever to pull. And I actually just almost missed that jump. You gotta be careful in these parts because Richter will, Reinhardt, sorry, will try to back jump if you jump and press backwards. Who would have guessed? Like what I was doing earlier to avoid the, exploding skeletons. Now we'll get to see what that lever did. This definitely feels like one of those games where, like, it felt a lot harder back when I was a kid, probably because not only was the controls actually harder, but also just being used to 3D space is something we have a lot more of now with just so many games being 3D. With this being from the Nintendo 64, that was right around when this started to become well refined, say. Because there was a lot of 3D, but it was like making 3D, but without any training wheels. Nothing to show you how to, like, really get used to it. So I believe this lever just did the, we'll check the door on the left over here. Yep, not that one. Because right now we're just going around trying to figure out what combination of levers opens up what. And I believe that skeleton can follow us, but they do explode eventually. Yep, there's that. Let's drop another save over here. I was going to say, I was trying to remember which button I needed to press to slide. And I believe that would have been Z. Big open area. This almost looks like a boss fight. Oh no, how could this have happened? Oh yeah. Motorcycle guys. Trying to take them out so that they don't give me more grief than they need to. The motorcycle goes and crashes on its own. He's invulnerable until he stops running around. The target has to pop back up. The target's a nice touch to tell you where you're going to be whipping, but it's also just keep hitting the button until eventually you get what you want. Not a good strategy, but it's a bold one. I don't know how I dodged that. Ooh, cross. I just like the cross as like the best weapon. Because it does a high amount of damage and just flies straight at them, and it comes back. Skeleton got ran over and still took 2 whips. Yeah, you just keep pulling him apart until he becomes this pitiful pile of bones, and then now we can move on to... Come on, listen. It's weird. I don't think it's a connection issue with the controller, but at least I hope not. But this is a weird part where you have to walk up to the door for it to actually do the opening sequence. Because I feel like there should be something a little bit there to tell you you're supposed to go there. Like, would you go run up to this cliff and just have it open? There's really nowhere else to go, but still, it just feels like you'd almost by random chance happen to have the person figure that out. Especially since you just watched the boss come up here, and if this was your first time playing it, you probably fell into the water enough times to say, I don't want to go anywhere near these cliffs. So anyway, we walk inside and then the door shuts. That's it, that's all you missed. Okay, you didn't even miss that. Like that would work. Yep, so they got the drawbridge behind us. And then there's going to be 2 towers in this one. We have to climb up both towers, defeat an enemy on top, come back down and open up the doors. And the gimmick of this area is that while there are 2 towers, one only opens during the day and one only opens at night. So we see this one open, so this is the night side. And one of them is put together and the other one is not. Like, one is very broken. This is the normal one. Like, there would actually be a hole in the floor, I believe. But we'll see once we go to the other side. The bone skeletons, we gotta wait for this. We could jump down there and get that, which I think we'll do, just to see what it is. It's a sun card, which if we needed it to be daytime for the other side, it would open for us. I believe the endings of the game are tied to how long it takes you, and I don't know if the cards are related or if it's just literally how long, but might be a little bit of both. I was gonna say, I hope I can hit that fire with the whip. Medusa heads. I was kind of just waiting for that to come down, that way I can get a little closer. And make it. Ah, barely. Okay. And something gave us full health. Was it defeating the boss? I'm not entirely sure. Either way, we're making quick progress of this, okay. Let's do it. Okay. I did not expect to actually make it, and I did not keep pressing forward. It did, so that's why I pressed back quickly. Okay. We've made it. Now this part kind of sucks, so I'm just going to drop save state just because. I think it accepted both inputs at the same time. I set it so if I press start and select at the same time, it'll open up the menu for that. Okay. So this is one of the bosses. It's a 2-headed dragon bone snake thing, and it's not letting me hit it yet. Yeah, and they kind of just like they burn apart and then do more damage by just having a big range. Kind of just trying to tank through it because dodging it sucks. I kind of don't want to pick up any of that because I don't want to miss getting my cross. Like, there's no food or anything, so I don't want to worry about it. That still hit me even though I tried to dodge it. Feels inevitable to get hit by that. Okay, that was enough. Any food or anything in this pile? No, just money for those. Trying to strategically pick this up. Okay. I didn't want to accidentally pick up the wrong thing. We could probably done better with that by backing off and then going back, but we'll see. Because health is something that's very sparing in these games. We don't have a lot of it, and the items that we need for it, well, there's not a ton of them just laying around, but we can get a decent amount. Now, the interesting thing about the items in this game is, like the roast chicken, it tells you that it restores 50% strength. It's interesting that it gives you 50%. I'm just going to use one for now. And then we have to climb down here. Drop safe. Now let's do the other side. Just trying to figure out a spot I could jump down to that wouldn't just immediately get me killed by falling all the way down to the bottom. Because, like I said earlier, fall damage is a big thing. I believe I can't pick this up because I'm full on power-ups. Contents of the bags were useless, only and gravel. Okay, just examine the bag next to me. Examining items like that is weird in a game like this because it just... You don't need to know that, but you still can. So it's interesting. Alright, so we're back down here, and that first gate did open this first gate, and the next one's going to open up the next one. I believe it's about to be day once it switches over to 6 o'clock here. Oh, I needed a key for the left tower, okay. Don't quote me on anything. I'm working off old knowledge. So now I've used the key. Yeah, this one's all broken. So, actually, just to... in the sake of time... I believe also platforms can fall and break in this side, so we're just gonna do this pretty quick. Blaze through this. Let's see which ones now. They flip over. Okay. I didn't want to jump because I knew that thing was coming. Okay. I'm gonna say I was pretty sure something was still after me. And this is exactly what we didn't want to happen, so we'll load the state. Which, maybe I'll do a little higher up as well. B. Yeah, so as much as we were blazing through that, it was very dangerous at every single aspect. And the only thing I saved time on was not having to run all the way back, all the way up here. Okay, so before we do this one... And hitting jump did not work. This is why I'm save stating. Because for some reason it doesn't like me sometimes. That time I didn't like myself, apparently. Save state drops while opening the menu. There we go. And then this... yeah, I thought that falls. There is a target on him, so I can just hit him with this. There. Now I don't have to worry about that. Awkward little jumps. There we go. Now we have the one on this side, and this is where the moon side was. Firmly shut iron door, relief of the moon. There's an engraving moonlight. Okay, so this one needed to open at night. So we could stand here the whole time, but we'll use a moon card. There we go, now it's at 16. 16, 18 o'clock, 6 p.m. I was gonna say, I believe this side doesn't even have a boss, it's just the lever. And with those gears turning, we have opened the other side, so now we can go through that main area. Yep. So now we're just gonna work our way back down. We'll go look around here real quick, and then we'll work our way all the way down. Just wanted to see if we were missing anything, and didn't want to get hit by that guy. Wasting more health. Holy water up there. Nothing in these parts. Fall back down here. There we are. And I believe there's a boss right up here through this door. Yes, it refilled my health. So I could have probably gotten away with not having one of the roast chickens, but that's why I didn't have the second one, because then I was able to save that. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I walk up to here, and there is an invisible platform here that you can almost safely, if it would actually kill that thing, attack these guys from without having to worry. Completely cheesing it. And not having to waste health is one of the biggest things in this game. The gate opened, and I believe a boss is coming in. And I don't want to waste all this health doing that, so we're going to stand up here, as the developers clearly intended, and kill the flame dog from up here. And we barely got to see it. I know, riveting stuff right there. Oh, I forgot this wasn't the last part. Barely made it up in time. Now that one's definitely the last one. Okay. That should take care of all the guard dogs. And actually, just because, why not? Can't hurt. Let's see what's in this one. Don't get attacked by anything else the entire time, but these little bats, though. Nope. Can't avoid them. And this gets us up to the main castle courtyard. And the water level here won't kill you. And I forget what raises up this. It might be just at midnight. I don't know why the view spun like that, but since midnight's going to be in 45 minutes in-game time, we'll just sit here for a little bit. But I think after this, we're just going to go hit that save on the left, and we'll end this one here before we go into the manor, the castle, whatever part of this is. This. Because I do believe it's midnight. It goes up. Because you can't jump that high. And nothing around here is tall enough to jump off of. And it's good to get these items ahead of time. There we go. Purifying will cure vampirism and a couple other things, I believe. I believe the big roast beef cures 80% health. We just have to be careful falling off so we don't hurt ourselves. And the white jewels where we save. There we go. With that, we have reached the manor part of this area, or whatever they want to call this. We're going to go in there next time. Thank you all so much for watching. We're going to continue playing through this and hopefully beat it in a reasonable amount of episodes. That way I don't just have this going on for months and months and months. Pause so that thing doesn't keep hurting me. Until the next one, I'll see you then. Have a good one. Bye.